Solana is absolutely crushing Ethereum in some key metrics. We're going to discuss that today. And what does a community like better, Solana or Ethereum? We did a poll, and we're going to share those poll results with you today. Also, another record-breaking week for inflows into Bitcoin. So why is the price going down? And could we see further downside in relation to a pre-halving dump that we've seen in previous cycles? We're going to discuss that. Also, 67.5 looks like Robin was correct. Hate to say it. We also have token unlock. So Arbitrum dumped 14%. And if you're watching the show, you would have known that last week because we discussed the massive token unlock and how that could potentially impact price. What are some other token unlocks to look forward to in the next few days? We have that and much, much more on today's episode of Sin City Crypto. Let's get into it.
Hola! It's your boy Big Rob back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, we're the entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel. We take old, boring, and stale information, repackage that thing up in a fun and sexy way. Man. Did you say I was right? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
You know, Rob Stradamus is on.
You did say the Monday trend was going to break, which it did.
Monday trend was going to break.
You said 67.5, which we're pretty damn close.
67.5, pretty damn close. And the week before, I was pretty spot on too. You were a little closer.
I was. You were spot on.
Yeah, but you know, I understand the trends of the market. I know where the markets are going to go.
You know where the markets are going to
Yes.
go? Wow.
Yes. You know, earlier we were talking.
You have a paid group I can subscribe to?
Earlier today, you were saying that you were thinking we were going to have this big sell-off and that the markets are going to crash. And I was like, David, wake up, man. What kind of coffee you been drinking? Because it was decaffeinated. You need to wake up, bro. Stop it.
You know what I say? Decaf, people order that decaf coffee is like going and hiring an escort and only asking her, hey, can we just go back to my room and cuddle? That's like getting decaf coffee. Anyways, Rocco, that was good. You're just a hater, bro. Anyways, before we jump into the content, I would like to give a big shout out to our channel sponsor, Cam's Blue Wire Technology. You want to learn how Cams can help your business scale and grow and maximize your networking, IT, and your cybersecurity? You're going to want to visit bluewiretech.com, pick up the phone and call them, or click the link in the description of this video. Also, today is a very special day. It's my wife's birthday. So, my wife, if you're watching, happy birthday. I love you.
Did you get anything for her nice?
But I applauded.
That's what I'm saying.
It was your birthday day. Nah.
So here's the question. Did you get her something nice, or are you going to Walgreens? Did you get her like a Starbucks gift card? Like,
listen, gift cards.
He went all
buy them anywhere, even Walmart.
And CVS.
Listen.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't worry about me, okay?
Yes, this is where he says, well, you got to understand, she loves me, so she doesn't want those things. She'll still love me even if I don't buy her stuff. Like that, we understand.
Shut up.
But make her feel appreciated. Get her something nice.
Okay. All right. Anyways, let's talk about Solana and how it's just, you look at metrics, you look at what the hell is happening, then you look at buzz, and you look at what's behind it. And it's not so crazy to think, Robin, can Solana flip Ethereum? To think, I don't subscribe to that idea, but to think.
How many times are you going to say think?
Solana can, because I know you're going to destroy me if I didn't say it 6 times. Because usually the first few times you don't listen.
Yeah.
Over the past 24 hours, Solana DEX volume has been higher than Ethereum's mainnet and all their L2s combined. $3.65 billion in 24-hour volume.
Also, take a look what I got here. Pretty interesting here. Popular altcoin, Solana, breaks Google search record as it approaches all-time highs.
Wow, funny you mentioned that, Robin, because that's literally what I had on my thing as well, on my docket.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll take you one step further, Robin. I'll take you one step further. Not only did it break Google searches worldwide, highest point in history, but it also flipped Ethereum in worldwide search interest as well. So
Well, I got something I know you don't have. 100%.
Yeah, it's definitely something stupid then. Go ahead.
So here, take a look at this thing. Now, this is a chicken park,
Told
okay?
you.
So it's
A chicken park.
yeah. I don't know why it's buffering here. But it's a chicken. Oh, it's a rotisserie wheel.
Bwah, bwah, bwah.
here,
You know, if Rocco wasn't so biased. There we go.
There we go. The chicken wheel, guys.
You're such a. Come on, man.
What?
Why are you showing that? What if some people are vegan?
Yeah. So no, hold on. Like, I mean,
bad.
this. Tell me you wouldn't want to go to this amusement park. Look at this thing. Like, so you got the large rotisserie wheel. You got the battering ram chicken here, and then
Where
also.
do you find it?
so-
You know, you make so much fun of me when we used to have the funny segments. What depths of Twitter did you go? Like, where I don't even see anything close to this on my timeline. Where are you seeing this? The chicken flywheel. We also had this. So you might be saying, well, why is Solana DEX volume so high? Well, it's because of the memes, man. Explosive meme coin surge sends Solana DEX volume to record highs, shows on-chain data. You also have daily active wallets on Solana hit an all-time high, breaking 2 million wallets for the first time ever. And, you know, of course, things pop off. Cardano pops off, FUD comes out. Solana pops off, FUD comes out. The FUD now is, well, the transactions are taking longer. Okay? I had a few failed transactions. I had to go back in and resubmit. But guess what? Resubmit once. The worst one was twice. And, well, it just went through. It just went through. Also, I was able to just use Jupiter from my Phantom wallet, and it's already in there. I can just click the button, use Jupiter. It tells me exactly how it is going to send my Solana to which pool, and then from there to that pool, and then just bring me the coins. And it's all done within a matter of seconds. And then I exit out of there. I go in my wallet. Look, the coins are there. No need to manually add a token address. No need to import the tokens like you have to do on MetaMask.
Yeah,
the user experience is so much better.
There's plenty of FUD out there, man. You know, you could look here. You have Pickles Cage says Solana is currently barely functioning.
Okay. To be fair, if this would have happened a year and a half ago, the network would have gone down.
So you're calling Pickles Cage delusional?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
What was I saying? A year and a half ago, the network probably would have gone down, right? We've had some degradation of the network performance. Again, people are reporting a few failed transactions. I actually had a few as well. But the network's been up. And I'm telling you guys, once FireDancer goes live on mainnet, which are during the testing phase right now, those things will be a thing of the past. You're talking
If it's successful.
if it's successful. Correct. Anything can happen. But I have
I
faith.
mean, they could be introducing new problems, right?
Yeah, but I think a prolonged testnet period is what they're doing, which is the idea is, hey, work out all the kinks.
Yeah.
Don't just, send it.
Because we know Solana is about long-term testing and slow, methodical rollout.
You being a hater right now? You being a hater right now?
No. They just catapult their ecosystem out there, bro. They're just launching stuff. They're like, protocol upgrade, go. Like, I'm just saying that I wouldn't be surprised if there was some bumps in the road. Just put it that way. Just don't lose any money. That's all you got to do. That's the golden rule here. Build fast, break stuff sure. Just don't lose any money. You lose value. Like, I'm not talking about the price go down, but if you lose tokens, you have some compromise. It's hard to come back from that one. But, yeah.
Are you just mad?
I'm mad about what?
You didn't make the 100x gains overnight on Solana like the Book of Memes did? Don't be mad, man.
I'm not in here.
I didn't either.
I'm here. Okay. This is par for the course when it comes to crypto, right? Bull market.
Yeah.
Par for the course in crypto bull market. But honestly, my concern is crypto adoption, crypto awareness, crypto being an alternative to the fiat, the banking system. That's why I'm here. This is why I'm here every day. I'm not here every day to make 100x gains on meme coins. Now, not saying I don't want to get 100x returns. And I think that with a good investment strategy, you can achieve that easily in crypto with proper research. But I'm here for exactly what we're doing now. Sin City Crypto Studio. And so for me, that's my goal or mission. So I am not salty when I miss out on things because, well, one, I've pretty much invested every dollar I have into the studio, the show, and this production. And so I missed a lot of meme coin pumps for that reason. But
You're looking at it all wrong, man. We got to hit these 100Xs so we can use that money to pay for the studio, you know? That's the way I look at it, at least. Right, Rocco? You with me on this one?
Yeah, we do.
Rocco's with me.
yeah.
I'm slowly bringing Rocco to my side. Slowly. It's a slow process. You know how Italians are.
Slow down, Tiger.
Once it comes to pasta me.
Didn't Italians build like Ferraris and Lambos?
What is
I
that?
go fast, man, you know?
But the
Not
Rocco
slow.
is a different breed of Ferrari. Is that?
Oh,
Anyways,
he's
Solana also surpassed BNB. So the Binance chain, Solana flipped that as well. The great flipping as it had its massive rally. Take a look at Solana TVL, over $4 billion now. You can see this thing has just gone absolutely vertical. We're still not at all-time highs, which was around, call it $10 billion in 2021. But we are well on our way here. I mean, just look at that. It's just like a steep slope over there, right? I'll make this a little bigger so you guys can see the far right side there. I mean, look at that. Just a massive ascension of TVL after essentially a flat line for the majority of 2023, if not all of 2023. And so things are looking good for Solana. And then also, I do want to share this. Did a poll. Would you rather be holding a $10,000 bag of ETH or a $10,000 bag of Solana right now? Let me refresh this, see if any new votes came in. And 3 to 30 votes, 70% of people would rather be holding a $10,000 bag of Solana.
y'all is tripping.
Really?
Yeah. You know what? I'll say this though. There is definitely more upside with Solana. Obviously, smaller market cap, more room to move. I feel a little bit more comfortable in ETH as far as
Based on what? Based on
well,
what?
the downtime that Solana's had, the fact that it's still new, and the fact that ETH is still king until it has removed the crown. I cannot fade Ethereum. I'll say this though. Flippening, don't think so. But Solana will catch up to Ethereum. Put it that way. Now,
So, okay.
now, if they flip it, okay. So when I think about flippening, I'm talking about like it's now, it's for where the gap is now, where Ethereum is over 4 times larger in market cap than Solana. It's not going to be the opposite, at least not this bull run. Maybe, who knows, down the road. But it's not. You're not going to see Solana dramatically larger than Ethereum. Now, I do think that it is somewhat likely that Solana significantly closes the gap to a point to where they're neck and neck, right? Where the 2 and 3 spot belong to ETH and Solana.
Don't forget about Tether. Just keep printing.
Yeah, but it's still gonna stay in number 3. Tether's still gonna stay at 3. So I can see a situation where in the middle of a bull market, ETH's at a $1 trillion market cap, and so is Solana.
Wow. Okay. So by your numbers, we still have a 10x to go from here. More than a 10x to go from here.
Yeah. But $2,000 Solana.
Wow.
I mean, don't you agree that
My thing was $1,000, and everyone's looking at me like I'm crazy.
So okay, will ETH hit $8,000 this bull market?
Yes, I think it'll hit 10 to 12.
Okay, so at $10,000, it's $8,000. It's a $1 trillion market cap, and I think that Solana catches up in market cap to Ethereum. At least significantly closes the gap. I would say within 10 to 20% of where ETH is. it's just trendy. The community's there. You know, the
User-friendly.
Sagaphone is got a lot of demand.
Don't fade Solana, man. Don't fade
Don't fade
Solana.
it. No, don't fade it. But ETH will be king. And now, but here's the thing. I also, so on one hand, Ethereum still holds pace with Solana, keeps a little distance from them, you know. But on the other hand, Ethereum, if that ETF goes live, which I know it's sounding less and less likely recently, I still think that it's gonna happen. But that ETF goes live, that's gonna be so much liquidity,
But Rob, let me ask you
interest,
that.
and that
But
thing's
Rob,
gonna.
let me ask you. Okay, let's lay some foundation right now. Okay, if Ethereum gets an ETF approval, is it safe to say we're probably going to see more from other altcoins, or maybe a bat?
Not in this bull market though, because what ends up happening is the CME needs to list it as a futures. If you're going to go through the same process, right? Right now you have Bitcoin. It was traded
Grayscale
on.
has a
It was
futures.
traded on the CME. What's that?
Grayscale has futures, Solana futures, Chainlink.
No, but what I'm saying is that the future you have a futures trading, right? So where Bitcoin you could trade it on the CME, right? You still can. There's a lot of open interest there. Same thing with Ethereum. And then the whole reason that the Bitcoin ETF got passed was for the fact that there was a futures-based product available for Bitcoin, but not a spot product. And then the court said, hey, there's no reason you can offer a futures-based product and not the spot. And I'm going to say the same thing about Ethereum.
Well, I mean, Solana's already got a futures product, right? Via the Grayscale Trust.
Yeah, but but we've had that since Grayscale launched in 2013. Okay. So you could always short and long or do calls and puts on stocks. So I mean you can essentially trade futures if you wanted to on Grayscale. And so,
but there's a Solana specific fund that trades on the
the CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, has a futures Bitcoin product that you can buy and speculate on the price of Bitcoin. There's also one for Ethereum. Those two were the catalyst that was a catalyst for Bitcoin getting approved. There is no CME trading of Solana on. Now, maybe the CME lets you trade the Grayscale version. I don't know. But I'm just saying from that perspective, that's where they stand alone, those two. And so when you get futures-based products on other ones, then sure. Then at that point, let's continue the conversation.
Okay. So I guess my next line of questioning was, so you're saying not this bull market. I think if you believe the bull market goes into 2025, and I think we can kind of agree that maybe we'll get a change in presidency, whether it's the independent, the Republican, maybe another Democratic nominee. And we can also probably say, hey, they're not going to be as against crypto as the current administration is. Talk about Elizabeth Warren, talk about Gary Gensler, talk about the president. So we might see things speed up a little bit. Of course, no one knows. We don't have a magic 8-ball. We can't see into the future. But what would be the next make sense ETF? It would be Solana, right? Or a basket of crypto projects ETF, right? So if that's your thesis on Ethereum continuing to not gain dominance, but continue to be the king, then one can argue.
If you get, it won't happen until you get this, right? So this is from the CME group. Bitcoin futures, ETH futures. You have a couple other products, micro Bitcoin, micro ETH. But I mean, this is where it needs to be. And so if you're going to follow the footsteps of the Bitcoin ETF. And so until you get there, unless they find a different path, but I just don't see the SEC creating a new pathway for altcoins to get listed as an ETF. Now, it'll come, the day will come eventually, this thing will be streamlined. Eventually, the SEC will take the brakes off, but under the watchful eye of Gary Gensler.
Hmm.
I just don't see them creating a fast and easy and not very complicated path to registering a product for a spot ETF.
I agree, unless something comes
Yeah.
directly from above him.
But they've been forced by the courts to create one because of the futures on the CME.
Correct.
And that's what I'm saying is
I
that
agree with you.
the ETH one is there. And if tomorrow we read a headline that Solana's got a futures based ETF, I'm gonna be like, oh well, it's coming. Like, but until then,
I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. Again, for me, if we were to see this bull market, we'd have to see a lot of things shake up as far as the SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, not there anymore, or being told from people above him, hey, like, it's time, dude. You know, step aside, like, go over your feelings, get out of your feelings, and just, come on, launch these. We're making a lot of money here. Before we get into the, well, first, I want to know, in the chat, would you rather hold a $10,000 bag of Solana or Ethereum? One for Solana, two for Ethereum. Oh, do we have a Solana emoji, Robin?
no, maybe that's one. You know what? We're gonna get rid of that desk one here soon because we're gonna get that new desk.
Literally, get rid of the actual desk and the emoji desk.
Would y'all be interested in purchasing an NFT of the desk? I seriously think they're like, what do you
Stop
think?
it. No.
We chop up the
We're
desk
not doing a desk.
into 100 pieces. We chop up the desk into 100 pieces, and we do a 100-piece NFT
Yeah, Jimmy's gonna
of
buy
the
all
desk.
Jimmy would buy
100-piece
all-
NFT of the
Jimmy
desk.
would buy all of
And
them.
each NFT comes with a piece of the desk that's chopped up. I think it's a great idea,
I
bro.
think it's the dumbest idea.
It's a great idea.
A lot of ones, dude.
What was the ones and twos again?
One Solana, two
Ethereum.
Ethereum. We have a shout out to Investing Bros. They're in here. Not sure.
Bro,
if
man,
Tim or Keith-
every morning I'm like, where's everybody at in the YouTube numbers? Because I'm the big analytics guy. I kind of decide what content.
They're
stuff.
crushing it, man.
Yeah, man, they are crushing it. They're getting a lot of views.
Big
They're
shout out to
growing
you guys.
fast.
We're not haters over here. We actually like to we celebrate.
Congratulate people on growth.
Yeah, not crap on them.
Be like, or be like, Investing Bros, how many subscribers y'all buying? That's what we hear all day, man. And I'm just like, bro, can y'all stop hating, please? Like, I mean, we over here creating all these damn videos. People just throwing shade at us. And like all of a sudden we 3x our output as far as content, and then we also got a 3x on subscribers, and then they're just like, you must be purchasing those.
About the desk, why we don't just take the old desk and put it on fire and make a video, member only?
Members.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, let's chop this thing up
Not
into
chop it, just
100
burn
pieces,
it on the parking lot.
and we'll FedEx this thing out to anybody that buys an NFT of the desk.
Jimmy,
You know what we
wants the
can
whole-
do? You know what we can do? There is a park where you can rent a tank, actually put the desk, and with the
You
tank,
know,
roll it off.
I've seen those.
I would say,
Yeah, you can rent
know,
a bulldozer.
the hole in the front. That one actually.
Jimmy called dibs on that.
No, what I'm saying is that would be a rare one. That's a rare attribute.
Okay, anyways, man, come on.
So
I'm bearish on Robin's NFT idea, but I'm bullish on our channel sponsor, Legacy Network. So if you're not only into making a lot of money, but you're also into self-development and making yourself better, and also a big one here is managing time. We get so busy looking at charts and meme coins, me, myself, with research and everything. It's hard to keep track of time, and Legacy Network will be launching an app soon that's not only going to help you improve in those areas, but also help you make money as well. Join their Discord. Use the link in the description of this video so you can stay up to date on when the app is launching. They're launching a token as well. Super, super excited about that. So big thank you to Legacy Network.
then real quick, shout out to those of you that are new here. We have a Monty, Token Talk, Crypto Meme, Murph Dog, Press O'Neill, Tesla Man, and to all of you. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Also, do us a favor. 138 on the likes, 300 viewers, about a 30% like ratio. Smash this thing. Appreciate it.
Robin, Ricky says, what are your thoughts on Near Protocol? Robin, what are my thoughts on
I can say that I heard you talking to a random person the other day. I don't want to put them on blast. And then I just caught the end of the conversation. You're like, Near, Near.
Oh, yeah.
You can find it on, and you start to say an exchange. I'm like,
Make this very fast, okay? Near or Solana? Who has more upside in this bull market?
Solana.
I disagree. I think it's Near. Anyways, It's a tough one, though. It's a tough one. All right. We know what's got a lot of hype. It's meme coins. Meme coin projects have raked in around $100 million in pre-sales in the last 72 hours. It's $100 million in 72 hours. Speaking of memes, guys, please do not buy this coin. I'm only showing it to give you an example of what not to do. Okay? This Slurf coin broke a $500 million market cap, the fastest to break that, to get to 500 million within 3 hours of the launch. But why are we that greedy? Are we that damn greedy? This guy says, send Sol to this address, doing a pre-sale launch.
Oh, jeez.
Raises $10 million, and then the dumbass accidentally burns the tokens he was supposed to send to the people who gave money for the pre-sale. Guys,
the thing is that I genuinely believe he messed up because of how much money there was if the airdrop would have went through. And on chain, I was reading into this. On chain, they checked the guy's wallet address. He had sent 10,000 Solana from his own wallet. So, I mean, he lost money himself too. But
I know, but the point here is stop. Just stop trying to chase. Oh, like it's so infuriating. You worked so hard in the bear market to stack up your Solana, your Ethereum, your Cardano, your Avalanche, and then some idiot who has no idea what they're doing, obviously. You send him $10 million and the guy burns the tokens. Dude, like, come on, guys, please. Please, at least from our community, don't be stupid, okay? Please, do not walk over pennies to pick up, don't walk over dollars to pick up pennies. Don't try to, if you want to gamble, fly out to Vegas. Come hang out here.
Bro,
we'll take you to the casino.
That had to have been the most stomach-sinking feeling when you realize you burned him. I mean, imagine that, because we've all probably lost some crypto either through a burn by accident. I've burned a lot of crypto one time, but either through a burn, you get hacked, or you lose a seed phrase, and you get this gut sinking feeling. This has got to take the cake, though, right? Not only did you lose your money, you lost everybody else's money, and I mean, yeah, it's a meme project, but man, like how sick do you got to feel to mess up that one, huh? Even if it was a full
Don't do things you have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
David, you gonna show the new meme as well? David with a hat?
No, I'm not.
Brocky Ocean, I found it. So
You did. You found it, huh? Interesting. You found it or you made it?
we collected $2 so far.
$800 billion Standard Chartered Bank says Bitcoin may hit as high as $250,000 in the year of 2025. Okay, Rob. Obviously, we give our price, our price predictions, and something's changed. Are you still at where are you at, by the way? What's your best case top of the market? Bitcoin is at
600,000.
what?
No.
You think 600K?
Hmm?
Crazy. People call me Moon Boy. I was at like 300 to 400. So my worst case scenario was 180. Best case scenario is 400.
I'm saying best case scenario. I think about 6. I don't think it's gonna get there. I think it's a slim possibility, but I think it's a realistic possibility. I think that if the market conditions are prime, say we get rate cuts by the Fed, you have
some news on that later, by the way.
Yeah, you get rate cuts by the Fed. You get an environment where where the investing public is just printing, they have new handouts or new quantitative easing. Maybe there's some economic situation that happens which forces the government to expedite the printing process, airdrop people money. I mean, I do you think it's out of the realm of possibility for the U.S. government, particularly the president, to send out checks again?
You're asking me if I think it's out of the realm of possibility for the government to do what they've been doing over the last 20 years. Absolutely not, Robert. I
Yeah,
think
no,
it's
no,
actually
but
more of a
the
probability.
airdropping of checks, that was a
They're
new
already
one.
talking about $400 a month for the next 2 years. So no, it's I would say
That's
it's
what
a
I'm saying.
probability.
So if you get an environment where you get rate cuts, you're also incentivizing the general public to invest in whatever way that means. Maybe handing out paychecks, maybe saying, hey, you're not allowed to go out shopping for some reason because of some new order.
I have no idea what you just said.
Okay. Another COVID protocol. I didn't want to say it, but let's just say we're on lockdowns again. You know everybody's going to be shopping online, bro.
I was like, what is he saying? They're going to be shopping on Coinbase for Bitcoin, right?
I just think that in the right environment, I think that Bitcoin can hit a 600,000. I think if a nation states start purchasing or acquiring Bitcoin, they're going to obviously buy hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin in single transactions. And at this current rate, I mean, we're mining at $70,000. We're mining $12 million worth of Bitcoin a day. All right. And there's just not enough.
I got a warning for all of you holding Nvidia stock. Sell it. Sell it all. That is Jim Cramer with Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang. Sell your bags, sell render, sell fetch AI.
Nvidia. You'd like to.
Does he need to say anything? It's his presence.
Nvidia. Yeah, man, it was nice. You had a good run. It was,
we just ordered ordered one of your graphics cards to help you guys.
I was just thinking.
Wait, did we order? Was it an Nvidia graphics?
Yeah, we did order 4090 water cooled one. Yeah, just ordered it. Be here tomorrow.
Did you pay for expedited shipping?
No, when you spend over $2,000 on a product, they just expedited it immediately. They're like, "Oh, you seem important."
$2,000.
Yeah, 2,000.
Guys, actually, I think we are going to do the NFT for the desk. If you're interested in that, put a 1 in the chat.
Nvidia, it was nice knowing you.
Rob,
Farewell.
Rob, let's take a look at them
because they've been kind of hot, right? You know,
well,
they've been.
Well, okay, hold on.
When I
they've
say
been kind of hot.
Yeah, we've been kind of questioning.
They've been exploding.
When is the top? Right? People have been saying, "When is the top for AI? When is the top for Nvidia?" I think this answers it, right?
Hold on. I'm going to put up the Nvidia stock here.
Nvidia stock. Real quick, while you do that, looking at the crypto markets, Bitcoin holding flat at 67,100. We have Ethereum has been selling off quite dramatically. Larger pullback on Ethereum versus Bitcoin. You had sell the news and sell the rumor all together. Yeah. Now, Ethereum down 14% on the week here. And then if you take a look at the largest gainers on the day, you do have Jupiter up 12%. Jupiter is up 90% on the week. Obviously, this is a Solana-based ecosystem project. Avalanche also strong showing today, up 12% on the day and 31% on the week. And then Aptos as well, it rounds out the only a few projects over 2% today. So Jupiter, Avalanche, Aptos, WeMix. I've never heard of WeMix. You ever heard of WeMix?
Wicca, WeMix. No, stop it. Oh, like VMix, but when you can't say, you say WeMix.
Nobody even knows what VMix is.
Oh, the software.
Yeah.
Look at this. Since January of last year, so 1 year ago, Nvidia's up 600%. This is a publicly traded company. Okay, this isn't a meme coin. This isn't Ethereum. This isn't Bitcoin. This is the largest chip manufacturer in the world. I think TSMC is. Anyways, 600% in a little over a year. So I think
our show is brought to you by Nvidia. So, I mean,
technically it is.
All your video games are brought to you by Nvidia. All of your AI searches are brought to you by Nvidia. All of your computers, the graphics are usually brought to you by Nvidia. So, I mean, basically they lead technology, right? And that's why they are at they're the strongest influence on the Nasdaq and on S&P 500.
Billy wants to know when we get our new desk, am I going to be able to dance standing up? I don't know. Am I? Think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. Yeah. I am telling you guys, in 8 weeks, you won't even recognize this thing.
Yeah,
It'll be the sickest production on YouTube.
we're actually like right this moment. There's people here on the other side of the wall tearing down the room next door, and so we're expanding.
Mr. Contractor, tear down that wall.
Wow.
Anyways,
Wow,
let's take a look
wow.
at Bitcoin. Bitcoin on the daily here. Okay.
Even the trombone is tired.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Don't your fingers hurt from pressing all those buttons there? The cry emojis. And anyways, BTC, you see we got rejected off our premium zone here. And by the way, guys, you notice we use these indicators on every single show, on every single charting I do, because it gives me a good peripheral visual of where's money flowing in, what is the structure of the chart.
Can you have a good peripheral visual? Because I mean, those technically are not in front of you, so you can't. Those are just like side views.
Okay, yeah.
It's like,
Can you get him off camera?
You were
Please.
saying? Keep going.
Thank you, Rob. So BTC, I think we're in for a little correction here, my friends. I really do. I could be wrong, of course, but taking a look here, we have a few fair value gaps that we could potentially fill. The biggest one, which we saw that massive 10% candle last Tuesday, well, 2 Tuesdays ago, I believe, is between 58.3 and 50, let's call it 59.5. 58.3, 59.5. That is where we're looking to fill. If you continue to drop, there's some other levels to look at. The next one is 55.5, and the one below that is 53.1. But if we do spill off for some reason, which I'm not saying we are, I would expect to get a bounce off of this equilibrium zone. Let's take off our price action concepts here, and let's throw on these signals and overlays on the daily. You take a look at the lower bound of this cloud here. If we were to retest that as support, it would bring us back to 41,397. Again, not saying this is going to happen, but to say that there's no way it's going to happen, I think you're doing yourself a disservice. Now, do I have any short positions right now? No, I don't. But which leads me to this here from Rec Capital. In 2 days, Bitcoin will officially enter the danger zone where historical pre-halving retraces have begun. Historically, Bitcoin has performed pre-halving retraces about 14 to 28 days before the halving. In 2020, this was a 20% retrace. In 2016, it was a 40% retrace. Currently, Bitcoin is 30 days away from the halving and has pulled back 11% this week. Rob, are you expecting history to repeat itself? And are you, if we take a look at, hey, 40%, 20%, are we going to see a 10%? And if we are, we've already had that. Or what's your outlook here when it comes to the pre-halving retrace?
not yet, my man, not yet. I think that the pullback definitely come. You cannot just keep going up without coming back down and testing.
You want pullbacks, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you do. Now, I'm not saying that we like what we just have now, where we went from 72. What was the height?
73.5.
73.5. So it's 73.5 down to I saw yesterday we were down to 65, right? At one point last night. And so pretty significant, right? From 73 to 65. I mean, that's a healthy correction. Obviously pretty short-lived because we're back up to 67. I think that will be back up to 68, 69 here shortly. But as far as when I think correction in a bull market, we're talking 30, 40%, right? And I think we get that when we reach around 85 to 95,000. And so once we get there, then I think we pull back. Say we get up to $95,000 Bitcoin. I think that we get a healthy pullback to 70,000 again. I think that's pretty.
So your thesis is 90K back down to 70K.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that pullback on percentage? 90 to 70. Is that like
So 20,000 off of 900, about
30%.
18%. I think my math could be off.
Yeah, your math.
Let's check our handy dandy calculator here.
Oh, here we go.
90,000
000
minus 20%, right?
Yes, 20%.
The $18,000 pullback.
18,000?
Yeah.
There you go. Beautiful. I could have told you that. Yeah. Good job, bro.
What I am seeing here on the weekly, though, is a potential setup for a bull flag on Bitcoin. Now, how deep can the flag, the flag portion of this go, which is going to be our descending channel? Who knows? But we know again that fair value gap right around $59,000. Could it go below that? Sure. Could it get to this equilibrium point at 43? Sure. Is it likely? Probably not. But what I do know is this is typically a very bullish pattern, and it does break to the upside if we do fulfill this pattern, and of course, fulfill the breakout. You're looking at a potential price of a $97,000 Bitcoin. Now, of course, there will be some bumps along the way. There will be some retraces. But again, like Forrest said on Friday, those are extremely healthy. This is what you want to see, right? It builds confidence in the markets in terms of investors. If I see Bitcoin's been continuously getting bidded at 65K pushed up, come back down 65K, a lot of bids come in, gets pushed up. That gives me confidence that, hey, the next time it goes to 65K, I'm pushing the chips in, right? That's the theory, right? Each candle you're looking at here, these are people that are trading Bitcoin, and people trade with emotions, right? Whether it's swing traders, whether it's holders, whether it's scalpers, whether it's long-term traders. This tells you that the market was confident. The traders were confident. To follow up with another big candle, the traders were confident. This tells you there was a tug of war and the bears won. And then a subsequent red candle again. So sentiment on the very shorter term is definitely turning a little red. But again, you start seeing these bids come in at 67 or then whatever number it is. If you see strong bounce at that level 2-3 times, guess what? If you got 100K sitting on the sideline, you're like, I want to see if it's going below 65. No, it got bidded up again and again and again. Bam. All right, cool. I feel confident now. People push their chips in, price starts to skyrocket. People take profits. You get those small retraces. Now, I do want to say, right, we always talk about, how much money we make, but it's more important than making money is keeping your money, which is why we partnered with Decrypted.tax, and they are a channel sponsor. And so the last thing you want to do is make hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars and give 40% of that away. You live in the United States and you live in a state that has local state taxes. It's another, California, for example, is another 13%. So you want to have a good professional tax person in your corner, and Decrypted.tax, we believe, is that company. If you use the link in the description of this video, set up a free consultation and tell Ernest that Sin City sent you, he'll give you 25% off any service that you decide to use. Now, what's not 25% off is Bitcoin flows. We take a look here from CoinShares. And I'll just read this here. Another record broken, $2.9 billion in inflows for the entire market, and vast majority of that came from BTC. Call it $2.9 billion in flows in 1 week, and everything else is Litecoin and Polkadot, Robin. Wow. Wow. A lot of money there.
And then a lot of these flows came directly from the ETF. And so here you can see from last week, $2.6 billion of inflows were from this ETF. So, this thing is wildly successful, man. I mean, I think you can pretty much agree, right, that it's about as good as it gets.
It's the most successful ETF launch ever.
I'm not even ETF. I'm just saying that as a product, period. Doesn't even we can remove ETF from there and just say, hey man, this thing might be better than gold. It's better than gold.
I watched the Impact Theory. Tom Bilyeu, I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
he had Schiff and Raul Paul on. And I'm sitting there, I'm listening. It was a really good conversation. And I'm trying to be open-minded and trying to take in what Peter Schiff is saying. But the guy does not make any sense. He contradicts himself numerous times. It's almost like he's trolling. I think he is trolling, man. There's no way. There's no way. And I'd recommend you guys go watch it if you haven't yet. But it's just like, dude, what are you talking about, man? And Raul Paul would like, he would say something. Raul Paul would be like, well, not really. This is how it is. Like, well, it's going to go to zero once people stop believing in it. And that's like it. When you hear people like that start grasping at straws, I'm not saying Bitcoin is perfect, right? When you hear people like that just start grasping at straws or saying loony stuff, they're like, what are you talking about? We've made it. Some potential more good news here, as Cetera Financial Group is set to launch 4 spot ETFs. Now, you might have not heard of Cetera. I didn't hear of Cetera prior to reading this article, but I believe the number that they have under management, let me just take a quick peek. It was like 800 billion or something like that. So pretty big. And what the importance of this headline article, guys, here is more products equals more access to more people. Okay? So, any thoughts on that, Rob? No? All right. I already went over that. Let's take a look at here. You brought up the Fed, Rob, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people were saying, hey, 4 or 5 rate cuts this year. Now they're saying, hey, 2. Some people are saying we're going to see another rate hike because the Fed's looking at how good the economy is doing. Stock market's making all-time highs. Bitcoin's making all-time highs. And inflation is going up. And we're at a 5.25% interest rate. Crank it up a little more.
They're not going to raise. But
Some people are.
So the forecasted 4 rate cuts, obviously, calling it into question, right? I mean, right now, we're in March, and you haven't had one yet. We're a quarter of the way through the year.
Well, there's only been one meeting.
Yeah, but we're a quarter of the way through the year. There's only another 9 months left.
So here's a schedule, right? The next one is actually on Wednesday. Okay. Wednesday, March 20th. Then you have April 30th, June, July, September, November, December. So we have, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 more meetings, including the one this week.
Now, the S&P 500 has broken all-time highs.
So is the NASDAQ.
So is the NASDAQ. So is gold. So is Bitcoin. You got to think, like, if they start cutting rates, that kind of goes against their whole.
That's what I'm saying. Why would they cut rates?
Yeah. Why would they cut rates if the economy is healthy? What's going to happen is if you cut rates, the stock market will rally even harder and in turn cause more inflation, right? That's they're trying to quail spending, right? To lower inflation per their little thesis or model. Now, this has nothing to do with printing by the government, of course. It's all done by the SP 500. But that's the reason. SP 500 is the fault. It's their fault that we have inflation. Nothing to do with printing from the government.
It's greed from corporations.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, it's.
We got to tell them to lower their prices.
Also, if you're wondering why things at the grocery store are more expensive, it's because the grocery store chains are greedy and they're price gouging you.
Unacceptable.
Nothing to do with the fact that the farmers have to pay a lot more in fuel and Ukraine.
Fertilizer.
Ukraine keeps getting gifted.
Well, Russia was the second largest importer or exporter of fertilizer. And what do farmers need? Fertilizer. I'm just saying, we're not getting into this whole macro discussion here, but don't buy into the fact that, we had nothing to do with it. You literally increased the money supply by 40% in 4 years. In 2 years, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then take a look at the CME futures, what they're expecting on Wednesday. They're expecting a pause or to do nothing. 99%. Robin, are you in the 1% that you think we're going to get a rate
So
cut?
if we get a pause, when's the next one after this one?
The next one is April 30th going into May 1st.
So May.
Yeah, May 1st.
That's what I'm saying is that May is almost damn near half the year gone, man. There's not going to be 4 rate cuts. There's not even going to be 3 rate cuts.
Will there even be one?
I think we'll get 2 rate cuts this year.
You think we'll get 2 rate cuts? Really?
We were on course. The CME had forecasted we get 4 rate cuts prior to this year.
But inflation is going back up.
No, I'm not arguing where we're at right now.
I think we get
I'm
0
just
rate
saying
cuts.
that I'm just saying that previously last year the CME was forecasting that we were going to get 4 rate cuts. And now it looks like we'll be hard pressed to get 2. I still think we'll get 2 rate cuts. I think 0.25%, 0.25%.
Rob, unless we see, okay, so we know credit card delinquency is sky high. It's the high. It's
not about being fiscally responsible. It's about the fact that it's an election year and that the presidents are gonna the
president doesn't control the Federal Reserve, and Jerome Powell's a Republican.
Okay, there's no influence there.
Of course, there's influence, but they can't give him a mandate.
No, they're not going to give him a mandate. But all of a sudden, there's going to be some rate cuts before the election, and that's going to rally the economy.
Rob, unless we see bank failures, and unless we see like a recession-style trend,
you don't think we're going to cut rates?
No.
We've been forecasted to cut rates.
Exactly. We went from 4 to 2, and now we're at 0. Dynamics change. Information changes. Did you expect the NASDAQ to make all-time highs, Robin?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow, well, you're one of the few. No printing money, quantitative tightening. You expected the NASDAQ
No
to go
printing money? We're printing money at a crazy
quantitative
pace
easing, right? Right?
Okay, they've repackaged up inflation or printing money.
They shaved off a lot of money on their balance sheet.
Yeah, and then they also printed and handed out money in other ways. The fact is that the U.S. government is increasing the amount of money that is going out into circulation in some form or another. Maybe it's not in the traditional format. Maybe they found a new way of packaging it up. But the thing is that we are in an election year, and historically, you've had economic prosperity.
But we already have that without a rate cut. We already have that. There's no need for a rate cut. So you think the market's at an all-time high? The market's at all-time high. Inflation is going up, and we're going to get a rate cut. You're high. We're actually, I would argue, we're probably going to get a rate hike. Not only will we not get 2 rate cuts or 1, we'll get a hike. We'll get at least 1 rate hike.
No way.
So I think the inflation trend is going back up.
There's no way.
Okay, no way.
Jerome Powell has came out at Jackson Hole and said that they were preparing to reverse direction on the rates. And so the man has at least stuck to his word in the last 3 or 4 years. The last 3 or 4 years, every time he says, hey.
The guy said inflation was transitory. What do you mean? You believe his word? He also, every single time he hits that damn podium, says, we're keeping an eye on the data.
But prior to him raising rates, he said, we're going to keep raising rates. We're going to keep raising rates. We're going to keep doing it. And then finally, he said, we're in an area where we think we don't need to raise rates. We're going to monitor it closely, as he always says. And then he comes out and says, all right, we think it's time to ease back on the rates. He just said that, and I think that he's gonna do it slowly, man. And I think 2 rate cuts this year, man. Stop playing.
I disagree. Let's disagree to disagree. Now, I do want to share this. So, Arbitrum had a $1.1 billion token unlock, right? It fell 14%. We talked about this on the show last week. We shared this with you guys. Hopefully, some of you either were able to close out some positions you had, some long positions, or you were able to enter into some short positions to make some money. If you did, congratulations. But when we looked at the Arbitrum token release, we looked at, hey, who's getting this? Who are getting these tokens? It's the team, it's the advisors, it's the VCs. And well, they usually look to dump. Let's take a look at what can we expect this week. So AVAX is having 2.5% of their market cap being released, which is approximately $600 million, which is not a small amount at all. If we click here and take a look at, well, okay, who is getting their tokens unlocked? You have the foundation, the team, strategic partners, and for airdrop. So we can assume strategic partners potentially see some sell pressure there. Foundation don't think they're going to sell, and the team potentially think they can sell. So, but with the upward momentum of Avalanche, a lot of people are forecasting, hey, last bull market, Ethereum meme coins, Ethereum NFTs absolutely exploded. This year, we're seeing, of course, ETH and ETH meme coins exploded. Take a look at Pepe, take a look at SHIB and whatever. Avalanche, a lot of people are saying, is next. So can we see a similar run from Avalanche that we saw from Solana, to which at that point, these won't matter as much as you're selling into euphoria? If we go back and take a look at some of the other ones, IMX is releasing around $95 million worth of tokens over the next 3 days. Over the next 5 days, I don't even know what Ribbon Finance is. And Sui, over the next 2 weeks, is releasing about $100 million. And if we take a look at the Sui one, so you have early contributors and investors. This will definitely be some sort of a dump. That is what we expect to see over the next 2 weeks. And they have their continuing unlocks in the community reserves, stake subsidies, and the lab treasury. And so that's something also to keep an eye on. All right, I do want to give one more shout out to our channel sponsor, Cam's Blue Wire Technology. If you want to learn how they can help your business scale and grow, visit bluewiretech.com. You guys want to make sure you subscribe and have your notification bell on, as this week it won't be business as usual. Thursday, Friday, little different on the live show. You'll still get your project-specific video at the same time, same frequency on Thursday, Friday, but the live show might change a little bit, so you want to make sure you have a notification bell on.
Yeah.
And follow us on Twitter, because we'll be posting updates there as well.
Yeah, we under construction. So Thursday, Friday, we'll be tearing stuff up in here. So I'll have a little bit of downtime. Should be back on normal schedule Monday, but if not Monday, Tuesday. So keep an eye out for that. I do want to give a shout out, one last shout out to those of you that are new. Spotted out some new names here. We got Earth Angel, XRP, Nabil, Kane Watson, Katinya, Serrania, Cardano Mint, and CW. To all of you. Hola! Welcome to Sin City.
Guys, after the show, Caspa video. Big update, big article just dropped. Also, seeing a lot of comparisons between Caspa and Cardano, and I explain why in the video. If you're a member, you will get access first, so you get all the info in the alpha first, and then it goes to the public a few hours after that. So super excited for that. I know you guys, a lot of our community members are big Caspa fans. So
Rusty Bot's a Caspa fan.
Well, definitely Caspa.
Look at him over there. Rusty Bot watches all of our uploads and comments on every single one.
We love Rusty.
You know
Rusty
what?
Bot, shout out to you, man.
I will say this. If you watch today's Caspa video, put a comment in there. I want to know. Like, that way we know. How about this? So we know how many live viewers are in there. Put up Brola in the chat for the Caspa video. So that way we know if you're watching here live, you also watch the afternoon video. I want to see how many Brolas we get.
Bro.
That's B-R-O-L-A. Brola.
Fair enough. And with that being said, Rocco. Maybe we put the finger tornado under construction too. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys.
Break your finger.
Make sure to come back tomorrow. We got Ray My Portfolio and we got Magic and Money joining us. We love you guys. Till then.
Sin City Crypto. Everybody know we here for entertainment and info. Gonna show you how to get that big dough. So every day stay tapped in for big facts, no capping. With Bitcoin, if you're in, then you win. We divide the pie with no fraction. It's Big Rob, David. I spit the game, but they gave it. Name the coin that's your favorite. I got dry powder, why save it? To the OGs, new beginners. Special shout out to the well members. Buy the dip, sell winners. Ain't really nothing you can tell sinners. Tune in for the latest new flavors. They gonna teach us meme coins. They polarizing like barbecue chicken pizzas. I laugh with a major grin. Laggers, we trade them in. Baddies, they came to sin. And sinners gon' play to win. Screaming hola till my bags are flowing over. Hold ya to the moon and to the solar. Won't don't be letting FOMO control ya. It's over when the finger tornado close ya.